Bonjour is Ojibwe, or hello. Happy Baystock, everyone. Yes, what a great way to start our Sunday. So my name is Laughing Fox, Bape Wagush, Nindajinikaj, Misquabikong, Nindunjaba. I'm from Redcliffe. Nindamigazi Dudem, from the Eagle Clan. Nindanakia Bibigwan. I'm a Native American flute player and storyteller. Born and raised on the shores of Redcliffe. Grew up on the mean dirt streets back before pavement. First flute I'm gonna play today for you all is called the Shapeshifter. And my buddy made the Shapeshifter for me. And the reason he called it the Shapeshifter is because when you look at this flute, you know, it's kind of like the clouds. You kind of always see something different in it. You know, so on this end I always envision a horse, maybe turning into an eagle or vice versa. Down here you got this gigu, which means fish in Ojibwe. And then when you turn it up this way, it turns into a cuckoo, which is Ojibwe for owl. So this first song is called The Shapeshifter. We're just gonna open up today's Baystock event with it.
Still a little buzz, but not as bad.
But it works?
Yeah, well, that was swapped it from the one that was in the back.
Oh, we still have one dead one.
I looked at it. We can.
Is that nice?
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again.
all these flutes that I have brought with me, they all have their own stories to them. They all have their own songs, and they all have their own spirits, you know. And I carry these flutes around, and I take care of them, you know. I smudge them out. I keep them clean, you know, because they're healing instruments. They pick up a lot of negative things, you know. And so it's up to me to always make sure that that's clean. So what I do usually when I perform and play is I just reach over, grab a flute, and it already has its story with it, and it has its song with it and its voice. So this is the first flute that I acquired in my journey, and I traded my brother-in-law for it. The flute is an instrument of pure love, like love unconditional. And the creation story to the flute is just that. A long time ago in this village, this young man had his heart's desire, had this woman that he liked a lot, and he just could never really talk to her. He could never really like present himself to her. He'd go up and he'd start stuttering, you know, his tongue would get thick, you know, he wasn't all that smooth, and he'd get embarrassed easy, so he just would have to watch from a distance. And he'd watch other young men in the village quarter, you know, and he'd get all like, oh man, I wish I was that smooth. So the elders had taught him to go out, and they had taught him about this love medicine that the Ayabe carried. And the Ayabe is a huge albino buck that lives off into the west. And he thought to himself that if he can find this Ayabe and somehow take away this love medicine that he has, then he could give that medicine to this woman, to his heart's desires, and then she would know how he felt about her. So he packed up provisions and went off into the woods, and he found the biggest set of tracks that he could, and he's thought, this must be the Ayabe. I've got it, this has to be it. So he's following these tracks, and he'd see something out of the corner of his eye, and it'd disappear. You know, and he'd just string his bow back, string it back, and it'd be right there, and it'd be gone. This went on for a while. Finally, when he was tired, he built a fire underneath a great cedar tree. And as he sat there in the night, watching the fire, half awake and half asleep, that in-between place of dreams, he heard this sound. That kind of put him to sleep. The next day he woke up to a knocking. There was a knocking going on. And he looked up into the cedar tree, and on the branch was a bird. And the bird was knocking holes in that branch. And after a little bit, the bird flew away, and the wind had picked up. And he heard that sound again once the wind had picked up. So he reached up into that tree, and he grabbed that branch and broke it off. And he's looking at it, and he knew that's what he was searching for. That's what he had went out there for. So he tried to blow on it. No sound. Tried to blow on it this way. No sound. He's even going like this to mimic the wind. Still nothing. So what his elders had taught him was when you're seeking questions, you ask with tobacco. Tobacco is a sacred medicine for the Anishinaabe people, for a lot of the native peoples. So he took some of that same amount of that tobacco and he fed it to the fire, and he asked the spirit of that bird to teach him the sound, teach him how to make that sound. So in a dream, the bird had came to him and had asked him what his dilemma was, and he had told him. He said he has all these feelings for this woman, and he can't express himself, and he heard that music and he wanted to somehow give that music to her. So through dreams and visions, the bird had taught him how long to make the flute, where to put the holes in it. And he said, one thing you have to remember is when you play it, have the image of your heart's desire in your mind and have it in your heart. And when you blow out into the flute, it'll wabiguan, it'll flower, it'll touch her. So after he constructed the first flute, he went back to his village, and he was standing up on a hill, and he could look down, he could see everybody all busy doing their gatherings, smoking fish. He's sitting up there, everybody's doing their thing, gathering berries, drying out fruits, you know, whatever they're doing, drying out meat. And he started to play, and he had that in his mind and his heart. And the flute music came down the valley, and everyone that heard that music stopped what they were doing. You know, no one had ever heard that sound before, that true sound, that haunting melody. And the music finally made its way to the wigwam of the young woman. And when she heard that flute music, She knew instantly that that was for her. And she came out of her wigwam, because we got wigwams up here, not teepees, wigwams. So she came out of her wigwam and she could see him sitting up there. And she went up there, sat by him. She closed her eyes and she realized that music was doing something for her, that it was almost intertwining their spirits together. And she was so overwhelmed and amazed that somebody could express so much emotion without uttering a single word. That is a creation story of the Native American courting flute, an instrument of unconditional love. So when I started first learning how to play the flute, I spent a lot of time in the woods. I spent about 2 years in the woods before I finally brought it to people and started to play in front of people, and it took that long. When I was in the woods learning how to play, no one taught me how. No one showed me how to play it. No one showed me how to hold it right if I was blowing in it wrong. So my technique was able to develop on its own. And some of my teachers, were the animals in the woods. My teachers were the wind through the leaves, the sunlight on the canopy, coming through now. This is where I had immersed myself, and it kind of came from all of it, and out into the flute. I became more of like a tool of it rather than trying to force it and play it. But I would see these animals in the woods, and I seen some squirrels chasing each other around a tree, and I tried to imitate them, and that became one of the first songs that I had learned, was taught to me by these squirrels. And so this next song I'm going to play is called "Legitimate Wanting," and it's called Squirrel Tail. Miigwech, everybody. Miigwech is the Ojibwe word for thank you.
Quit.
There is no word for you're welcome in the Anishinaabe culture, because the people believe that you should always be grateful in everything that you receive, and there shouldn't be a response. Different times back then, and the language is actually like a time machine. It brings us back to those first sounds made on this continent. When they seen a bear in the woods, they called it makwa. And just the way that it rolls off your tongue, it shows us the mindset and the framework of the Anishinaabe back pre-contact. This next flute I have is I call it the Honeymoons Flute, which means the puppy flute. And this is a five-hole flute, and that's traditional for up in this part. These other ones I've been playing are 6-hole flutes, and that's more of a southern tribe style. But this one is like a northern tribe. So with that, I'll try this song out. This is called Honeymoons. This flute came from a street corner sidewalk guy. It's made out of bamboo, and as far as I know, the only bamboo flutes in the world are in South America or Japan. So this is my bamboo flute song. This flute comes from Santa Fe, New Mexico. I got this book that said 40 different songs from 40 different countries all over the world. So I opened it up and I found this song in there, and it's a Palestinian love song called Dion Shulov. And there was, music from all over the world in there though. And I thought that if I travel around and visit all these different tribes all over the world, I may not be able to speak their language, but I'll show them that I respect their culture by learning a little bit of their music. So this is called Dion Shulov. Miigwech. This next song is called Mainganakwe, the Wolf Woman. lot was taken from the Anishinaabe people and all the Native peoples, you know, and now today, like, there's a lot of non-Native peoples showing a lot of interest in that. And the communities, you know, see that, so they start taking a little bit more pride, you know, where at one time it was a shameful thing to be an Indian. And now, you know, it's kind of like, it's really, really a lot better. And the more interest that people show, the more that it makes the people want to relearn and take back that cultural aspect of themselves. I created this, and when I get down on my boars, then it looks like the fox is playing the flute. So if I go down, I had to leave this part so I could see, because I'll be on stage and stuff, and I'll have to like dodge all the crazy gauntlet stuff going on up here, you know. I started to try to, you know, up the game a little bit, so I started to learn how to play 2 flutes at once. And this is a song that I came up with. Chibi Glitch, Baystock, happy Baystock. Thanks for having me once again. Yeah. We rock.